Yeah. Rapid Africa. All day, all day. Either find we, then we'll find we today. Rise up, rise up.
This is Africans Leaving America. I am Afia Kumsin, and I have a wonderful guest today from Uganda. Can you please introduce yourself to the platform, sir?
Oh, glad to be here. This is Mwalimu Tahakabar from Uganda, the Executive Director of Eliham Girl Child Charity House.
Okay.
So it's nice being with you, my sister.
Yes, brother. I've been wanting to interview for a while. I'm glad that we took the time out to go ahead and get this done. I want to share with the platform some things about Uganda, and you are one of the best people to come to for this. Now, can you tell me which part of Uganda that you are from?
Well, I come from the Rwenzori region, that is where Western Uganda.
Okay.
But currently, that is Western Uganda, the home of the Rwenzori Mountain, the Block Mountain.
Okay.
So it has quite some factual history about it. But right now, I stay in the central part of Uganda, the capital city. I stay in Kampala. That's where I do all my works here. But
okay.
I come from the western part of Uganda, specifically the Rwenzori, but right now I'm in Kampala. Thank you.
Okay. Now, give us a little history about Uganda, because a lot of us from America, we really don't know a whole lot about the East. So give us a little history about that.
Well, Uganda is a beautiful country. That's one thing I can tell you is that Uganda is a hospitable country, very beautiful. The weather is very beautiful. We are crossed by the equator, but we never have a scaring weather, whether it's much sunshine, whether it's very cold. We don't have winter in Uganda. So we are always with the most amazing weather from January to December. That's one thing about Uganda. Then the second thing is that the people of Uganda are so welcoming. Ugandans are so welcoming. Good brothers, good sisters. Except we have a few challenges with the politics.
Yes.
Which is actually cutting across Africa. We realize that most of the African countries have a lot of challenges with politics. But in as far as the social life, the people are so welcoming. They are so hardworking. They are so entrepreneurial in nature. So Uganda is such kind of a beautiful country where I can actually tell all my brothers and sisters in the diaspora, it's the place you can be sure 100% that you're going to invest and you'll have actually the best chances with your money. You'll have something better for your money. Everything here is still cheaper compared to very many African countries.
Yes.
Yeah. When you look at Uganda, the economy of Uganda is growing. You're most likely going to see the best or enjoy Uganda as a country.
Okay. And how much would you say it would cost to build like a 3-bedroom flat in Uganda? Just so people from the platform can get an idea on how much they would spend, in USD.
Oh, okay. So that's a nice question. I've been one of those people who have been making posts every time, and I'm happy you're bringing it up. I've been talking about setting up projects in Africa by our brothers and sisters in diaspora when they still can. I've been making posts every time and again about how much it may cost you to build a house. So building a house, first of all, it is in phases. There is purchase of land. Then there is location where you are purchasing the land, and then there is now construction of the property or the house you want to put on that specific land. So these are key issues in as far as you're going to do any construction. First of all, you need to know that the location you're buying your land will determine how much you're going to use in building a house.
Correct.
Okay. So, for example, I'll give a very quick example in Uganda, right here where I am. I'm at the farm where I'm building my house. Right here, I'm in the suburbs of Kampala, outside Kampala. This is 17 kilometers out of Kampala city. Purchasing land here, that is 100 by 50 feet. In the United States, I don't know how do you understand when I talk of 100 by 50 or 50 by 100 feet? Size of land, I don't know how you call it that side, but 50 by 100 size of feet here in Kampala, you can purchase it for around, in US dollars, you can purchase it. Specifically, this one, I bought it in US dollars, that's $3,000.
Okay.
I bought this land for $3,000.
That's not bad at all.
And it's, yeah, $3,000, and it's quite big. Now, for me, the reason why I bought it that much was because I needed what we call a land title. A land title puts the land more legit to the nationals if you are born from this place. But for your case, for an American is not going to get a land title, but is going to get a lease for any land they purchased in this country. You get the point? So it's a bit cheaper. It becomes cheaper compared to a national who wants to have this land for all these years, until when an American may choose to become a dual citizen and you can hold a citizenship of Uganda, then you can do that. Now, there are other places in Uganda where you can purchase land for $1,000. You see?
Not bad.
Not
bad at all.
$1,000. No, yeah, and actually not very far out of town, actually very close, even within my area here where I am. This land is so big where I am, but you can move around and you get a smaller piece of land than mine, and you can get it for $1,000.
You know, brother, me and my husband was talking about coming to Uganda and building us a house.
Yeah, trust me, you'll find me right here.
Yeah,
you'll find me in Uganda. Now, I don't want to be critical of other African countries. I want to, yeah, see, those are roaches.
Yep, I
want to tell every Ugandan, every brother and sister on the other side that it's cheaper to have land in Uganda compared to so many African countries, because the land laws in Uganda are still flexible compared to other African countries. $1,000, you can purchase an acre of land for farming. $1,000.
Wow.
1,000. That's an acre. It's 8
huge.
Times.
Yeah, an acre is huge. It's like what? Four plots of land?
Yeah. This is the plot. This is the plot where I am, but it's expensive. But acres of farming are cheaper. That is something I wanted to bring to your attention. So if you're purchasing land for farming or to stay away from town, you'll find them cheaper compared to us who want to stay closer to town. Now, building a house on such kind of land. Let me show you. Maybe I can give you a simple look of this place which I'm trying to build. Is still under construction.
Okay.
So that maybe members can understand what I'm talking about. This kind of a building, I'll need to show you. This house is under construction. It's under construction. You can see how it is on 40 by 70 feet. So I was trying to explain to you that this house has 4 bedrooms,
Okay.
3 bathrooms, a lounge, and a dining, then a kitchen.
Okay.
You see, this house so far has costed me less than $10,000. Less than $10,000 to that level.
Are you serious? You have to be joking. You have to be joking.
No, I'm not. No. There's no reason why I should joke about something serious like this one.
Oh my goodness.
This house, it has 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 1 kitchen, a sitting room, which is a lounge, and then a dining. The way you look at it, it has not taken me more than $10,000. It's less than $10,000. If I can make my good mathematics, this house could have costed me so far around $7,000, where it is right now.
Wow. And I mean, you're almost finished. You're almost done.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, I'm doing piping. I'm trying to tap water, wood, and the like. I'm doing plumbing. You see, but I'm not yet even in $10,000. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that if you are focused, if you have the ideas, if you are determined to have something, you can always have it at cheap in Uganda than in any other African country. So it's easier to own property in Uganda than owning property elsewhere. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's awesome.
That's why it's actually unbelievable when people find you in Uganda and you're a man my age and you have no property. People ask, what happened? Because it's easier to have land. We can own land by customary means. We can own land by lease. We can own land by private Milo land titles. So you can see that there are so many ways how Ugandans can own land here, and even people in the diaspora have the opportunity to access land in Uganda without any problems, as long as you have your brothers and sisters you can trust. Trust, trust, trust. It's a very, very big issue in as far as developing the continent is concerned.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's very serious. It's very serious. You know, people have, went to certain countries and think that they're building a house on their land and come to find out it's not even their land. So you really have to be careful about that.
Exactly. Yeah, like I'll give you an example. I have my 2 brothers, 2 American brothers. Uh, we've been friends for quite some time, and from Maryland. And one is the lawyer, he's an attorney in the US. Talib, he's my very great friend. He's owning property here in Uganda. He's owning property on the continent. And here in Uganda, so easily, and he knows everything he's supposed to be doing with that land that belongs to him. So you can see that once you have the best guys, you have the best brothers you can network with anywhere. I want to let you know, and my brothers and sisters, that everywhere in the world, there are good guys and bad guys.
Exactly.
Never underestimate a situation. Yeah. Don't say, I'm moving to Africa. So Africa is some kind of paradise. no bad boys and bad girls. Trust me, you'll be shocked. Bad boys, they are bad girls, even on the continent. So you have to take extra precautions in trusting people you want to deal with, especially when it comes to issues to do with finances.
Yes, yes, most definitely.
I'll bring to your attention that most of the life on the continent is difficult. Most people have no jobs. I'll give an example. Africa has the youngest population in the whole world. But this population has no jobs. So it means that they are entrepreneurial in nature, but they cannot have the money to begin
the
their entrepreneurial skills to use. Exactly. So if you do not engage them the right way, it means you're going to land yourself in problems. You'll end up losing your money to con men. You'll end up losing your money. That's why everybody is going to come to you. Hello, how are you? Oh my God, 2, 3, 4 conversations. The next conversation is, I need money. I need money. I need something like that. So it's kind of deterring our brothers and sisters in the diaspora who think like, oh my God, I can't talk to African men or African sisters because everything they think about, they need money from us. They think we have the money. That it's not everybody. It's not everybody.
Correct.
You can have a conversation with, I've had moments with most of African Americans here. Very many of them have come here. I've been with them. Of recently, I was in Tanzania. I went to meet some of my brothers, from Atlanta, Georgia, and then from Washington, who've been around here. But we ended up having a battle with one of our sisters on the other side, who was actually giving us prices for everything in doubles.
Yeah.
Then I told her, how do you do that? If our brothers and sisters are coming to the continent, you need to show courtesy, become fair to them so that they can have the reason to come and stay. In the end, we ended up having a battle when she was telling me, they have the money and for us here we struggle. I said, no, that's not good. It's not good. So you need to understand that the continent is having great people, but great people who have no survival. When such kind of things happen, don't be broken, actually. Just expect that such situations are going to happen. You need to check very well the people you're going to deal with in as far as setting up projects is concerned, because projects come with funds and funds come with serious precautions. And if you don't do that, then you lose the money. So you need to be careful.
Well, I'm glad that I know someone like you over there, because me and my husband, like I said, we're coming to Uganda. We know people where we live here in the States. We know people from Uganda, and they were telling us, yeah, we build several houses over there and it's easy. So I said, you know what, let me ask my brother, my brother that's over there on the soil right now, what the pricing is on these houses, It's very interesting. Very.
Trust me, it's very cheap to have property and own houses. Cheap than anything you can ever believe. That's something I can tell you. Very cheap. You can put here houses and float them on Airbnb, and you can always have your money. Brothers and sisters coming from the States, they'll come and stay here, and you will be fetching money when you're in the States without any problem. Ugandan houses, the labor, the cost of production, the cost of labor here is so cheap. You can have everything. Like, for example, you can have, you look here, $1,000, $1,000 will pay all the workers who will construct a house like this one to that level. $1,000.
Wow.
You see? So that means the Martian and those ones who are helping the Martians in organizing, in doing what, in building, everything, including their food, $1,000 is enough. They will have a house and put it to that level. Now, there is roofing of the house. That one you'll need other workers.
Yeah.
You will need around $600. $600, I'm meaning. $600 to have this house roofed up to that level. You see? So what's the difficult part? Why are you not building? So it means if you have the capacity to do something, you'll do it, because the cost of building here is cheap, right? From owning property, owning land. Yeah. Why other people are finding it difficult to build in other African countries, like, for example, South Africa, Zimbabwe, is because land is expensive.
Yes.
Land is expensive. It's a very serious economy. You cannot buy land in Egypt. It's not easy. So what happened? You'll have to wait for the big sharks to come and build real estate houses where you're going to stay for the rest of your life with your family. I don't need a real estate apartment to stay. I don't need. I'm born on the continent and I stay in a real estate apartment. Like, that's crazy.
Right.
I can't do that. I'm born here. I love to own land. I have land where I'm doing farming. I have to eat food from a farm, everything here. So that's the only way I can survive. I owned 3 acres of land when I returned here from abroad. I returned here. I was in Dubai for some time. Then I returned here and I bought land, 3 acres of land, and I bought them for $2,000 back then, $2,000, and I bought 3 acres of land. You see, so it's kind of, you only need to be focused to know what you want, when do you want it, and what do you want to do with that land. You'll have everything in Uganda at cheap. And I'm seeing very many brothers here, African American brothers here. They don't want to go back to the States.
I see
so many here.
They love it. Yeah.
I
watch them on YouTube all the time and they love it. And when you see some of the houses they are living in, you are like, wow. You can never get something like that in the United States for the price that you're paying for it over there in Uganda. So, brother, I want to ask you another question. I want to talk to you about the foundations that you run. I know you have an all-girl foundation as well. I used to donate to it some time ago, and I need to start getting back on that. Tell the platform a little bit about that.
Yeah. Okay. Now, the organization is called Eliham Girl Child Charity House.
Okay.
Now, let me take this opportunity first to thank you and your husband for being so generous in supporting the plight of a girl child on the African continent. Now, it's very clear that the African girl has gone through a lot of hell. Because of the instabilities on the continent, because of the poverty on the continent, the most affected gender is the female gender. Most of our girls have been affected by traditions, rigid and conservative traditions. Like in the area where I come from, the real reason why I chose to join the struggle advocacy for the girl child was because of my own experience. My mother never went to school.
Okay.
My mother lost the father at the age of 2 and was taken out by an uncle who married her off at the age of 15.
Okay.
You see, so this girl ended up giving birth to, I'm a second born in my family. So she ended up becoming a mother when herself, she needed to be mothered by someone else. You look at that. It deprived her of an opportunity to be in school. That every time we talk about issues, like when I speak English at home with my brothers and sisters, she's always giving us our time and telling us, why do you have to speak that? I don't know English and you guys are talking anything about me? And we're like, no, mom, nothing like that. But you would see that she's this kind of a brilliant woman, but who never got an opportunity to be in school. And the reason is culture. Boys were given an opportunity to study and girls were barred from being in school, but pushed towards marriage at tender age. You see? So that was very difficult. So from that kind of experience, I grew up thinking that I need to support. I need to lay strategies in how I can be a voice of the voiceless. The girls who are being tortured by culture, the girls who are being brought down by the alpha men who think women should not access anything. So from that kind of experience, that kind of environment, I and my other sister, we started the Eliham Girl Child Charity House with the key objectives were: one, fight gender-based violence in homes; two, have the girls go to school, keep in school until they can manage to feel they are comfortable enough to be by themselves.
Yes.
So that has been one of our major areas. Then another issue was about girl health. We realized that much as we can keep the girls in school, but their health is also important. So there has been a lot of stigma. There's stigmatization around here about issues to do with sex education and issues to do with menstrual periods. Here, when you speak about menstrual cycles of women, people laugh at you. So such kind of traditions where it's abomination to talk about peace. When you say, I'm in my peace, then people are like, you're unclean, don't get closer to people, you should be somewhere on what. So such kind of a situation. So you find that most of the girls, as a former teacher, I realized that most of the girls who drop out of school because of stigma related to menstrual periods. What do? Boys don't speak about menstrual periods in Africa. No. You speak about it, then people will begin judging you. So, as a former teacher said, no, I gotta break the silence. I gotta be out there. I gotta be the voice. I gotta be the face of the girl child. I'll talk about uh, sanitary pads. I'll carry sanitary pads in my hands, pass through the towns. Anybody who will see with me with it will laugh. But in the end, I want to let people be aware that it's okay to go in for peace. It's okay to even buy sanitary towels for your sister or for your daughter, or even for your mother. It's fine. It's okay. It's part of them. What makes them women is them going for menstrual cycles periodically.
Every
So
month,
that's what pushed us. So we said we do that, and we managed to do that, and we have been carrying out these campaigns. I think you can actually be my key witness. You've been part of these campaigns. You've seen much of our work we've been doing from 2011. We have been doing a lot of campaigns, and we have managed to impact to very many communities. Very many girls actually, uh, close to 2,000 girls have been able to access sanitary towels from our organization.
That is
however,
great, brother. That is so good. I'm so happy for everything that you're doing with the girls, because we are left out. We are left out, and it takes a real man to see something that's happening with the women and to go around and change it. Thank you so much for that, brother. I really appreciate everything that you're doing for the ladies out there. And after this video, I'm going to talk to you because I want to get your information again. All my contacts were lost, and I need to go ahead and start back donating to the girls.
Thank you. So still on the same thing now, our organization has not been able to have all the 2,000 girls in one place. We realize that we're a small organization and we do not have the funders except the friends on social media. That's how we have managed to survive, and that's how we managed to do all the campaigns from our page. If you go to our page, you'll see a lot of work that has been done from right to 2011. You'll see a lot of work, a lot of campaigns in different schools, and people have been supporting. Yeah, people like you coming out and say, let me support the girls. Another brother, another sister, just like that. That's how we've been. But we have not been able to have permanent funders who can be there to boost our works. Now, we have only 50 girls who are under our watch. 50 girls.
Okay.
These girls, we started with them when they were young. Most of them were around 5, 6. Now, we've been putting these girls in school. They have been in school, except now during the time of coronavirus and lockdowns, we have not been able to have these girls in school, so they have been at home. This has been one of our key problems. We've been worried. Most of the girls now are grown-ups. They are now, they are in the puberty stage and they are now big girls. We are even worried out there. We don't know what's happening. So we have the 50 girls. These girls, we pay tuition every time we get funds from friends who can support. We sponsor them in school. We pay part of their tuition fees, and maybe their parents, if they can manage, they also bring in something, and then they do something for them. And on top of that, we also realized after some time that girls being in school, they go back home when they're hungry. So there was a question of food security in that issue. So we decided to begin farming. We do farming. We produce corn and then mill it and then give it to the girls in their homes, respective homes. And then there is food in their homes. So we needed to have something sustainable so that if we are giving school tuition, healthy kids, then there should be also food. So nobody should drop out of school because they are lacking food. Nobody should drop out of school because they are lacking healthy kids. Nobody should drop out of school because there's no tuition. So we decided to have the three issues move together. We give tuition, we give healthy kids, and then we give food to the girls. So that is something we have been working on with the girls, and it has been quite successful because it has been purely funded by Black men all over. Friends who are Blacks all over, they have been there doing this. Every time I make calls, I make chats with brothers and sisters. Especially, I have to thank Brother Talib, in Washington, Maryland. Thank Brother Daniel in Georgia, Brother Gavin Jr., Dev in North Carolina. These brothers have been so important in as far as pushing this organization to the next level. Been there every time. In time of struggles, they have always been there to support us. And here we are trying our best, and we are waiting for schools to start again. And then we push the girls back to school.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, brother.
You're welcome.
And I want to thank everyone that's helping with the organization with you. I mean, you really have a plan, especially with the food, with the farming, with the girls going to school, and everything is pretty much running like a well-oiled ship. Well, I want to make sure that I put your information not only in the video, but also in my description box on YouTube, so people can donate to you if they want to. So later on, when we get off of this interview, send me your information through WhatsApp or through Facebook, and I'll go ahead and make sure I add it to this interview. I want to ask you one more question, brother, because our time is running out. What would you tell someone? What would you tell someone that wants to visit Uganda for the first time that is an African American?
Be prepared first. You want to come to you prepared. You have two options. One, you can just get your bags, your passport, and then get your ticket, and then fly to Uganda, and you'll have a visa by the airport. That's
okay.
One.
Okay.
And then, so that's how easy it is to come to Uganda. You don't have to know anybody. You have to just say, I'm going to Uganda. Get your bags, get your passport, get your ticket, fly and reach the airport in Entebbe in Uganda, and then you'll purchase your visa right at the airport. And that visa is $50.
Okay. Oh, that is low.
Yeah, $50. Yeah,
what?
$50.
Oh my goodness.
So
I'm
Right,
excited. I'm excited.
right.
Hey.
So right now, I know right now there are issues to do with coronavirus. So you have to be having a PCR, not more than 72 hours, something like that. But the remaining part, it's easy. The second option, you want to come to Uganda, you can choose to say like right there where you are, you get on Google, you get up, and then you type in the Ugandan immigration, and you'll have visa online, electronic visa, and you can apply for an electronic visa, and you'll purchase it right from where you are, and you'll come when you have your visa, and you'll have no problem. That's option number two. The other option, you can choose to have a visa for East Africa, East African visa. That is $100. If you get an East African visa, it will drop you in Uganda, and it will drop you in Kenya, and it will drop you in Rwanda without being asked any other question. Just one visa for 3 countries. You get?
What?
Yep.
This is
Yes.
amazing.
And
Yes.
that visa is $100. So,
We missing
you
out,
can
brother.
choose.
We are missing out,
Yeah.
aren't we? We are.
Yeah. So the other thing, you wanna come to Uganda, network. It's okay to network with brothers and sisters. So many of them, but just take your time to find the right person you've known for a while.
Yes.
Yeah, just pick up a brother or ask a sister who has been there or another person. Then they will connect you to either their brothers or their sisters who help them to stay around. So you need to know there are expensive places and cheaper places here. Uh, it's, uh, it's upon you which kind of lifestyle you want to live. If you want expensive places, trust me, you'll lose all your money. If you want cheap places, you'll get them and nice, and then you'll still have your money and you'll still enjoy everything. In Uganda, we have a saying that those from the rich and those from the poor enjoy the same services. So I
Yeah.
can go to the world of the rich and come back to the world of the poor and survive. So you want nice foods, organic foods, no junk, no Monsanto, no nothing. Welcome to Uganda. Uganda still has all the organic fruits, the best and sweetest fruits you can ever need in this Africa. We have the best fruits, organic, purely organic.
Give me the
So
mangoes.
Uganda is an amazing place. Yeah, my mangoes are so, yeah. Like you see, an avocado is just growing right here in my, see, that's an avocado. It's just growing right there. So
Wow.
tomorrow I'll be having, 3 years from today, I'll be having quite enough. So Uganda is such kind of an amazing place. Don't hesitate to come to Uganda. Don't think so much to come to Uganda. You don't need a lot of money to survive. Here, you can, as long as you have your ticket, you have your yellow book or the immunization book. You just don't need a lot of money to survive here.
Right.
You don't need a lot. Even your pocket change of $1,000 can make you survive in Uganda. 2,000 can make you survive in Uganda. So why do you have to struggle too much? You don't need a lot of money to survive here. If you're coming for a tour, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, you don't need a lot of money. You need just
small
money. Yeah, that's quite money. $1,000 is enough for you to survive. 2,000 is enough for you. If you have 5,000, that's quite a lot.
Well, I thank you so much, brother. I do.
You're welcome,
Thank you
sister.
so much for this interview. It was well needed. I needed to interview somebody from the East, and what better person to do than you?
Thank you, my sister. Thank you. And I appreciate that you picked me.
Most definitely, brother. This is Africans Leaving America. I am a Fia Coomson, and you have a wonderful day, sir.
Thank you, and peace and love
to you, brother. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Rapid Africa. All day, all day. Yeah. If I we don't go find we today. Yeah. Rise up.